Belize, wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Voice of opinion and place of calling, WB. Be yourself, see yourself, this is a show, my people. Believe our hopes so to needless reason. Nobody feel left out, is the vibe we dealing. Let's find a solution, yeah, yeah, yeah. No respect, unselfishness and cooperation. That's how we need to build a strong nation. We are the people to make the changes. We are the changes, WB. And all the things that will happen and not got blue skies. And nothing that people get victimized. Let's work together for better, we got to unite. Belize, yeah. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Voice of opinion and place your calling, WB. Get up, make every day count. Don't waste it, people. Do your part, play around, get where you need to. Look and tune in for work or in your vehicle. If you got a problem, pick up the phone. Why wait till the time calling? It's the show with no matter even if you're at home. Just call in, WB. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Voice of opinion and place your calling, WB. Be yourself, see yourself, this is a show, my people. Believe our hopes so to needless reason. Nobody feel left out, is the vibe we dealing. Let's find a solution, yeah, yeah, yeah. No respect, unselfishness and cooperation. That's how we need to build a strong nation. We are the people to make the changes. We are the changes, WB. And all the things that will happen and not got blue skies. And nothing that people get victimized. Let's work together for better, we got to unite. Belize, yeah. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Voice of opinion and place your calling, WB. Belize, wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Voice of opinion and place your calling, WB. Be yourself, see yourself, this is a show, my people. Believe our hopes so to needless reason. Nobody feel left out, is the vibe we dealing. Let's find a solution, yeah, yeah, yeah. No respect, unselfishness and cooperation. That's how we need to build a strong nation. We are the people to make the changes. We are the changes, WB. And all the things that will happen and not got blue skies. And nothing that people get victimized. Let's work together for better, we got to unite. Belize, yeah. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Voice of opinion and place your calling, WB. Get up, make every day count. Don't waste it, people. Do your part, play around, get where you need to. Look and tune in for work or in your vehicle. If you got a problem, pick up the phone. Why wait till the time calling? It's the show with no matter even if you're at home. Just call in, WB. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Voice of opinion and place your calling, WB. Be yourself, see yourself, this is a show, my people. Believe our hopes so to needless reason. Nobody feel left out, is the vibe we dealing. Let's find a solution, yeah, yeah, yeah. No respect, unselfishness and cooperation. That's how we need to build transformation. We are the people to make the changes. We are the changes, WUB. And all the things that will feel happen and not got blue skies. And nothing that people get victimized. Let's work together for better. We got to unite. Belize, yeah. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving. Na 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 na. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Voice of opinion and place for calling WUB. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving. Na 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 na. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Voice of opinion and place for calling WUB. Be yourself, see yourself. This is a show, my people. Believe our hopes so to needless reason. Nobody feel left out. It's the vibe we dealing. Let's find a solution. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No respect, unselfishness and cooperation. That's how we need to build a strong nation. We are the people to make the changes. We are the changes, WUB. And all the things that will feel happen and not got blue skies. And nothing that people get victimized. Let's work together for better. We got to unite. Belize, yeah. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving. Na 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 na. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Voice of opinion and place your calling WUB. Get up, make every day count. Don't waste it, people. Do your part.
Good morning, Belize. Welcome to the WUB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. It's Wednesday morning, 3rd of December 2025. I'm Mose Hyde and I'm hosting today. We are glad that you are here to start your day, listening to Cremator, watching XTV, getting us via our apps or social media streams or simulcast coverage. We trust that you're feeling great, your health's excellent, your energy is high, your vibrations positive. For our interests, we hope your morning got space, the flexibility. We know it's very likely it's busy. That's how mornings are. Unless you're very lucky, you're on vacation or something, mornings get busy. But we hope you could find space and time. Fit us in, man. Find an e-corner your morning and just jam us right in there. Give us some attention, though. Not all, but some. We need a bit of that. This is Belize's premier morning conversation, the WUB, Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. And we are going to, as we do all weekday mornings that we run this show, we are going to start off with what we call the warm-ups. Means we got some news for you, but before we do the news, we are going to turn to the National Met Service to find out what kind of weather we're going to get today. We have forecast atomic matches to tell us all about that. Let's do that.
Morning, Belize. The latest radar imagery showed no rainfall over the country, except for a few showers observed mostly over southern coastal and offshore areas. Generally fair weather conditions prevail. The 24-hour forecast, sunny with a few cloudy spells today and clear to partly cloudy skies tonight. Showers, if any, will be isolated, with slightly more possible over the Toledo district this morning and tonight. The maximum temperatures for today will reach 85 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 89 inland and 77 up in the hills. The low temperatures for tonight will be around 75 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 68 inland and 64 up in the hills. The winds will be from the east-northeast at 5 to 10 knots, and the sea conditions will be slight. A high tide will occur this morning at 10 minutes after 9, followed by a low tide this afternoon at 1 minute after 2, another high tide tonight at 4 minutes past 8, and another low tide early tomorrow morning at 3:40. The sun rose this morning at 8 minutes past 6 and will set this evening at 5:16. The moon will rise this evening at 3 minutes after 4 and will set early tomorrow morning at 5:44. In a sargassum forecast, Surface and satellite observation suggests that no significant sargassum mats are over the area. Therefore, impacts, if any, from sargassum over the next few days will be minimal. The outlook for Thursday and Thursday night is for generally fair weather with only isolated showers. For a review of our forecast and other products, please visit our website at nms.gov.bz. Our next forecast comes out at 12 p.m. this afternoon. With that, we end this morning's forecast from the Belize National Meteorological Service.
The first private radio in Belize since 1989, Creme FM presents the news. Informative, accurate, current information, local, regional, and international news, weather and sports. And now, the news.
And now, making news this morning, residents of Lake Independence, Belize City, reported hearing numerous shots sometime around 10 Monday night. Officers responded and discovered the body of 15-year-old Eric David Rice lying next to his bicycle, not far from his home. Initial investigation revealed that Rice was heading home when he was shot by an unknown individual. SP Stacey Smith told the media that there is no reason to believe Rice was involved in any gang activity.
Upon the arrival of the responding officers, they observed the motionless body of the young Mr. Rice, which exhibited apparent gunshot wounds. The scene was processed and he was later transported to the Carl Hushner Memorial Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. What the ongoing investigation has disclosed so far is that Rice was riding his bicycle on Park Street when he was accosted by an unknown individual who fired the shots that fatally wounded him. The motive for this murder is still under investigation. However, there is no information at this time to suggest that Rice was involved in any gang activity, nor that this incident was as a consequence of gang rivalry. The Belize Police Department extends its sincere condolences to the family, friends, and associates of Eric, and we assure them, as well as the general public at large, that we are dedicating all available resources to bringing the perpetrator of this very senseless act of violence to justice. We similarly seek the public assistance and ask them to provide us with any information that they believe can advance this investigation.
ASP Smith said that Rice had a unique living situation which may have led him to be out late.
I cannot say where he was coming from, but what we have learned in the course of this investigation is that the young Mr. Rice lives in a unique circumstance where his mother is said to be a paraplegic and he resides with her as well as a sibling. So maybe because of the situation that he's confronted with, the supervision is not as optimal as it is desired to be. We also know that though his father does not reside with him, he does assist with the family. But the general takeaway in terms of minors being out on the street or anybody being out on the street, we don't want to create a state of panic or a state of concern. But if it is that you do not have any need to be out on the street, do not do so. But we also ask that persons who are out on the street to be their brother's keeper and report any suspicious activity that they see.
A neighbor described Rice as a friendly kid they watched grow up, adding that he mostly kept to himself. There has been an increase in violent crime in Belize City of late, and it has affected both young and old. ASP Stacey Smith and the Belize Police Department will amplify its efforts to combat criminal activity, particularly as the Christmas holidays approach.
The department remains resolute in its commitment to fighting crime and we often and have to continue to imploring members of the general public to cooperate with us. As it stands now, the police department has already commenced its anti-crime operation, and we have taken persons who were traditionally in the administrative roles to put more persons in the street in the hopes that this serves the deterrence purpose that it is intended to serve. We have also devised some operational strategic plans, which we will be seeing over the days and weeks to come, because as we know, as the year is winding down, these incidents, whether it's property crime or as the trend is suggesting now, an increase in criminal activity, though no nexus has been established between all these incidents, it is certainly a cause for concern, and we certainly want the Belizean populace to feel comfortable and secure while celebrating the Christmas season.
The Ministry of Transport is pressing forward with its intention to introduce policy to govern motorcycles. In a press briefing on Monday, Chief Executive Officer Chester Williams started out by sharing the latest statistics regarding traffic accidents. He reported that for the year 2024, there were 107 fatal traffic accidents, of which 26 involved a vehicle and a motorcycle, 1 a bus and a motorcycle, 22 a motorcycle alone, and 5 involved 2 motorcycles. For 2025, up to the end of October, there were 56 fatal traffic accidents, of which 13 involved a vehicle and motorcycle, 15 were motorcycles alone, there were 2 involving buses and motorcycles, and 4 with 2 motorcycles. Williams says something has to be done.
So for 2024, we had a total of 54 accidents involving motorcycles. So far for 2025, we have 36. So even if one were to argue that in some cases motor vehicles are at fault, and I can say that of the accidents that involve motor vehicle and motorcycles, majority of those accidents, the motorcycle driver is at fault. So if we look at the figures, motorcycle alone, meaning motorcycle crash by itself, 22 for 2024 and 15 so far for 2025. That is telling. It shows that the prevalence of motorcycle accidents is high. Whether motorcycle or motorcycle alone, as compared to motorcycle and vehicle. This figure is alarming, and certainly there is a need for us to not be that entity that does nothing when people are dying.
On Monday, Chester Williams, as former Commissioner of Police, concurred with the Customs Department about the legality of a checkpoint at Sandhill Village, which an attorney complained about. Williams noted that existing regulations do provide authority for customs officers to conduct stop and searches for uncustomed goods. However, he declined to assess the case in detail.
I would say the checkpoint is legal. The custom regulation do give custom officers the authority to mount, to stop and inspect vehicles that they believe is carrying uncustomed goods. In terms of the details of what happened, I cannot say what happened. I will not comment as to whether or not the lady was right or if she was wrong. I don't know the details. So.
She was saying when she was going towards the checkpoint, nobody made it. So she was went and then they started.
Yeah, well, that's a matter for her and them. I'm not going to comment on that part of it.
We know that former Supreme Court Judge Lisa Schumann has weighed in on the now raging debate. Schumann made reference to the arbitrary stop and search by police in the case of Greg Nunes and Brian Card. She noted the judge's ruling that law enforcement officers must have a reasonable suspicion to conduct stops and searches. Otherwise, as in the case that went before the court, their actions would be arbitrary, oppressive, and unconstitutional, as they violated the claimant's rights to personal liberty and freedom of movement protected under the Belize Constitution. She added that simply stopping all individuals cannot justify the basis for reasonable suspicion. Belize played a leading role at CARICOM's 61st meeting of the Council for Trade and Economic Development, where Minister of State for Foreign Trade, Honorable Marconi Leal, chaired the two-day session held in Georgetown, Guyana in the third week of November. Quoted is one of the principal organs of CARICOM. The meeting focused on major CSME priorities, including progress on full free movement of nationals among Barbados, Belize, Dominica, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines, an update to import duties affecting regional trade in goods. A major achievement for Belize was quoted approval for certification of the partial scope agreement between Belize and El Salvador, clearing the way for its official signing. According to Foreign Minister Francis Fonseca, the agreement should be enforced in early 2026 and the trade would flow both ways.
Well, it's required because that's a part of our treaty obligations that we get quoted approval. It's very important because it now means that we can move forward with our partial scope agreement, finalize that agreement with El Salvador, and really open up, the El Salvador market for Belize, new products, new goods that we can access, but we can export into the El Salvador market. It's been a long process, years of work. I really want to commend and congratulate the entire foreign trade team, the Directorate General, for the work that they've done. They've been doing this for years. They've been working on this El Salvador PSA. Very important, I think, in terms of our economic development moving forward. The opportunity to expand our trade markets, expand exports, I think is critically important.
And then they can export to Belize as well.
Yeah, the whole PSA is about determining certain goods, looking at specific goods. So we've agreed on a number of goods. It's hundreds of items that we've agreed on over, as I said, through negotiations over a number of years.
Belize also gained strong support for several national initiatives, including the establishment of a Caribbean sugar refinery in Belize, expected to boost the regional sugar industry by April 2026.
Well, it's a subject under discussion, but yes, CARICOM is very excited about the possibility of Belize becoming that hub. Now, lots of work has to be done, right? But we had that was on the agenda at the quoted meeting in Guyana. And Belize made a presentation. We had representatives from the sugar refinery company there as well to support the ministry's work. So they're all excited about it. They support it. And now it's about, building the refinery. We understand that it will start early January or early February. It will take, as I understand it, about 8 months or so to complete. That's what we have been told. So, a very exciting opportunity for Belize, and we're looking forward to it.
On the sidelines of the meeting, Minister Leal also held bilateral talks with Jamaica's Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce, Senator Honorable Albin Hill, on supporting trade in frozen citrus products. That brings us to the end of our morning news update. We will take a small break. When we come back on the other side, we are going to open up for conversation. You're listening to Creme Radio, you're watching XTV. We'll be right back.
Informative, accurate, current information. Crem's newscast. Local, regional, and international news. Weather and sports.
What made me want to start my journey in terms of owning a home was basically me having my own space, my own domain, and having something extremely special for my family. That feeling was indescribable. It was amazing, moving in the first time, seeing all the new furniture, the new paint, the new accessories. I was amazed. Home for the holidays means to me bonding with my family, having an amazing time in the Christmas spirit. I would highly recommend Atlantic Bank's personal loans for home renovations because of what it did for me. I fixed my kitchen, I fixed my storage, I fixed my master bedroom, my showers, you name it, I fixed it.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Amandala is now online. You can now access Amandala's midweek and weekend issues online by logging on to our website at amandala.com.bz/news and joining our membership portal today. There's 5 easy steps to get unlimited access to weekly e-paper, archive publications, and a host of other exclusive contents. Number 1, go to Amandala's website. Number 2, navigate to subscribe areas. Number 3, choose a membership level. Number 4, check out using our secured portal. Number 5, log into the members only section. Telephone numbers 501-280-4703 or 202-4477. Fax us at 501-222-4702, or you could email at amandalapress@yahoo.com or amandalapress@gmail.com. Amandala, all power to the people.
Want all the postpaid perks without the commitment? Now you can with Smart Supercharged prepaid plans. All the talk, text, and data you need. No contracts, no hassle. Pay upfront for your package and enjoy total freedom. No commitments. Just simple, flexible plans that fit your life. Pick your power, Core, Edge, or Prime. Prepaid plans ready when you ready. Commit to no commitments and get yours today. Dial 7526 or *100 #key, use the Smart app, or visit a Gimme Dollar agent to purchase today. Smart, bringing people together.
welcome back to the WB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. Wednesday morning, the 3rd of December, and we're now ready for the conversation. The conversation, of course, can't happen if you don't call, because a one-person conversation is just not a thing. So, I think I can safely promote my phone. 280-5848 is functional once again. So you can call. You should call now. And let's get this conversation started. Here we go. Graham, good morning, WB.
Brother Mose, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, I never getting you clear yesterday morning.
Right.
So I decided to use my long distance phone. You getting me there clear?
Yup.
Good. And I never fortunate to see the replay as normal, but I was told that you may want to know if who got authority, or if I have one license or registered for teach for drive, and if the people who they were certified, who have the authority, if they could.
But yes. a tourist, I'm not about to revisit.
No, I just tell me what you want to know, Brother Mose, please.
So, it's unfortunate that you never hear me well. I meant no disrespect. It seemed as though you were hearing something different than what I was saying. They are saying now about the motorcycle thing that they're going to certify who can do the training, among other things. So I wanted to know what is the present situation, because knowing that you are a drive instructor, a legitimate one, your people passed the test, and you have a world of knowledge. But I don't know if when you chose to be a drive instructor, what the process was or what it is presently. So I asked, if I decide today that I want to give up broadcast journalism and become a drive instructor, do we have anything in place where I would have to be licensed to do so, or I could just start and it would be based on whether or not people trusted me or not? I just wanted to know what is the present, present system.
I have when you get through, I have the answer for you readily.
That's the question, my brother.
All right. One, the regulation and the act, the principal law, not talk much about motorcycle. A class motorcycle as a motor vehicle. And in order for you impart knowledge, or I want to learn to drive, somebody, according to law, have to there beside me with one valid driving license. But, he said that when you go apply for your driving license, that at the discretion of the one, all right, that will you're applying to, you need to produce a certificate of having passed a driving test signed by such person or approved by the department. And the driving test would be conducted as the examiners of or approved or appointed for such purpose. But lastly, the test must include knowledge of the rules of the road. You say, well, I may tell you with those, or I may say for good while, because I no forget good legal instructions for what is legally prescribed.
Okay,
so in a nutshell, this is what I have been telling all along, that we need.
So yes, you bring up. I had forgotten that. So for make you put one L from a car and go into traffic, the regulations say I have to have somebody with me who possesses a driver's license, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. So that person therefore functions as a drive instructor, correct?
Well, it's here, I know.
Listen to the word
authorized by a transport office, but when you don't get the learners, for the purpose of instruction.
Okay, yes.
That's why I class myself tourist, independent driving instructor, not school.
Okay.
Not school.
But
driving instructor.
But a tourist. So
I listen.
So what they essentially create is a situation where you being the exception and the late legendary Officer Tablada, who took me out for a couple sessions a long time ago, are the exception. But what the regulations accommodates is for the blind to lead the blind, correct? Because as you have established, possessing a driver's license is no guarantee that you are a very good driver, correct? In Belize.
I have experience.
Huh?
I have experience.
I'm not asking about yours, brother.
All right, I don't know what
you're being defensive as if to. I am looking at the. We have gone back to the same misunderstanding when there shouldn't be, and I don't want to spend the entire first section of the show over that misunderstanding, because I know what I'm asking you. I think I have a understanding now. So the law basically says I could teach my family member, my child, anybody who has a license could carry an unlicensed person into the traffic to learn to drive. You are in the business of providing this service professionally and commercially, but there is no, I get it now, there is no special regulation to say, well, if you're going to do that, then you will have to, be licensed to do so. We don't have that.
No.
Because what we're doing now with motorbikes is now that is what we're doing. Meaning that I can take you out on a motorbike as somebody who has a motorcycle license. To become a licensed motorbike handler, what we are saying is now you will have to go to a certified trainer. We have not had a certifying process before for any type of. So the point I wanted to make is that when I said it yesterday, you can't rush good rice and beans. Rice and beans are always one good thing for you, except if you're overcarb yourself. But one good rice and beans, respect to my beloved sister who tells me how to avoid them things. I understand, and I know that you mean well and that your knowledge is high and your wisdom is great. But sometimes we got weakness, and one weakness I will always accept as a Belizean, that for one good pot of rice and beans, but well done.
Yeah.
And you got some people where fantastic with it, but anybody who I know fantastic with it, you can't go and tell them you want one pot of that 1 hour before you feed. Right?
Then they rush the brush.
Then they rush the beans, brother.
Yeah.
Beans is always a good idea, but then they rush the beans, brother. And when you rush the beans, that's when things become faulty. That's all I wanted to establish. You know that I am a believer in your knowledge.
Thank you.
And anybody, listen, we have to learn to do things properly, right?
Thank you.
Not just have good objectives. I think very often we have excellent objectives.
Yes.
On this show advocated for training. I mentioned that when I came back, right? But I told us that I was in Florida.
Yes.
And I passed an area where they had all the cones. It was an open area, and there were people on their motorbikes. And I asked my brethren, I said, "What's going on there?" He says, "You can't ride a motorbike in Florida unless you go through that." And it made sense to me that you have to do that. Now, I feel that if the state is going to mandate it because it's trying to save lives, it has to do it in a way that is economical, effective,
professional.
But my brother, most importantly, professional. And this is not to take away from none of the biker boys or biker girls who ride the big bikes and have on a leather jacket and who are very rarely involved with the kind of vehicular accidents of the people who are on the smaller bikes. I have my theories for that, but that's neither here nor there. But I think if any of these people want to provide professional training service, it can't just be based on years of riding the bike. That they have to become
or size of bike.
Yes. I am sure I have not done it, but I'm sure that there must be manuals and training booklets on this matter, and they can.
Thank you.
And they can get their game up to a level, and then you have people. But for sure, the Ministry of Transport must have in-house professional capacity.
Of course.
Meaning that it has to have on its payroll somebody who has gotten the training, who would then be able to evaluate potential trainers. If the person who is who is given the permission to trainers to train never get training themselves, on what knowledge are they accrediting someone? Right? So it is absolutely commendable. CEO Chester has many faults, like all the way.
He try.
And whether he knows it or not, he has limitations like all of us. I don't know his level of expertise in this regard. I don't know his level of expertise on
the need for consulting.
But what I know is that when a lot of people get these positions,
offices,
and that just the enjoyment. I say I got one great salary, and I am one of, as you call them, the elected and selected.
No expertise.
Elected and selected, and they don't even show interest. So I want at least give Uncle Chester respect for interest.
Of course.
And I want to give him points that he always willing to come and put himself front of the media and answer question. Even if I don't agree with some of the answers. But that don't mean to say that we supposed to accept hear him, scare him. That don't mean to say that we accept inadequate thoroughness when you do one thing. We like that you want to do good, but we have to say, but we could do it properly. That's all I would say. That's the point.
If you don't mind, I am prepared. I am prepared to share, not to dictate, but to share how I understand.
And I don't know how the insurance. I don't know how the insurance companies have one different data set
Then they can put one by the circle way up here, and then the advertisement, that's a distraction, man.
I don't know how the insurance companies have a different data set than the Ministry of Transport. I don't know how they can say because one would assume that the insurance companies would know because they have to pay. Who is at fault when an accident takes place? The Department of Transport, the Ministry of Transport also ought to know because that they have to go and secure that they manage the whole environment. So how they have two different analysis of the problem? The insurance Brother Rose says cars are responsible for most of the accidents. The CEO says the motorbike riders, and it does matter. It does matter what the data says. So I am very bothered by the fact that there are two different sets of data and two different analysis of the problem. Because then if the people were to drive that cause most of the accidents, then that's where your whole program education and everything needs to be directed. That's the way it works, right? But the tourists, you're gone. It's 21 minutes after 7 o'clock, and we speak about it because it's, when we hear the data, and CEO Williams puts out some of the data, and for me it is, I think last year there were 5 fatal accidents that were the results of motorcycle to motorcycle crashes. Or this year, I think up to this point it's 5, and last year it was 4. Some data like that. I find that to be a very large number. Like it's a large number if you know that we have motorcycle to motorcycle fatal collisions. Like that's like crazy. We have a call. Krem, good morning, WB. Good morning, WB.
Morning.
Good morning. You're live on the air. You have to listen to me through your phone. You've got to turn down your radio, your TV.
I don't work on TV or radio.
But I hear something in the background, sister.
Hmm?
I am hearing something in the background.
The way in the room.
I don't know. I don't know why that is. I'm hearing something in the background, but go ahead.
I hear a good mood.
Go ahead. Go ahead, man.
Morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I just called this lady for Rosspen Road.
Rosspen Road.
Yes, I call him concerning Rosspen Road Street,
Okay.
Because they do nothing on the street.
Now I know Christmas season start for real when I get a call from Rosspen Road. You know that you regularly call in December.
because I called BL concerning the street then where they run across the street on the wire. And then the lamp post, you can't even see the light now because the tree they cover the lamp post, and at night time the place really dark.
All right, you still listen to me.
Then you got people when they can clean them place.
Yeah.
Mose, I wish you would have sent somebody to take picture of Rosspen Road.
Yeah, we have done it.
We don't have no draining. We don't have no draining.
Yeah.
The little rain will come, the street flood.
Yeah, we've done it.
We really need help on Rosspen Road.
Yeah, they listen to me through your phone, and it's making it so difficult. Okay. You're registered, and I know that this is almost like an annual tradition now, where you call us to say about the.
It really look terrible,
Gotcha.
Especially that front where I live.
Gotcha.
They don't clean it already, That about 4 or 5 years.
Yes,
they feel good because it's clean.
That is after one of your calls.
Now it looks terrible. I wish the person would come and clean them place because anybody could hide in their bush.
Okay, ma'am. All right. How is your better half doing?
How
is your better half?
Yeah, all right.
He's all right. All right.
Well, I wish the mayor please send somebody to come clean up the street.
Gotcha, ma'am. All right. And enjoy your holidays, right? And I hope that they hear the call.
You too.
All right. I hope that they hear the call.
I wish I'd get the Christmas present, then come clean up the place.
Come nice up the thing. And light up the place.
Yes.
I there with you. I there with you.
All right. Thank you, Mose.
All right. Gotcha. All right, it's 26 minutes after 7 o'clock. This is the WB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. And yeah, it's good to have the phone working again. It's 280-5848. That's the live line for you to participate in the conversation. We love when you get in. We love when you talk. We have a bit of traffic this morning. After our first break, we're going to jump into a bit of traffic. We have our brother from the south. One of our brothers from the south, Ewart Corbett, should be joining us after the break. Didn't plan to jump in talking about traffic this morning again, but absolutely it's unacceptable. The carnage, the loss of lives, primarily young, productive lives. So something has to be done. Effective response. Krem, good morning. Krem, good morning. Hello? Hello? Well, I know that on my phone. My phone will work. So I don't know why that call I'd never get in. I would never hear you. Yeah, this is the WB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. We are going to jump into 2 Cents Scam. 2 Cents Scam is sponsored by 4 Point Security. After that, we take our first break of the morning. And then when we come back, we'll continue this conversation. Call it the WB Wake Up Belize Wednesday morning edition.
So you're watching WB and this is XTV. And the 2 Cent question of the day, I want to know if the people ain't done getting ham already. I don't know who they're getting ham and turkey from, but I just want to know if they get it already. Let's go find out the people in 2 Cents. All right? The Christmas season start now. You done your ham and turkey already?
No ham and turkey yet, but that's why I grind. I get my own ham and turkey. I don't worry about no minister or nothing to get
all right.
today. Now the purpose of grinding to get what I need.
That's your 2 Cents?
My 2 cents.
All right. Question there, don't get ham and turkey?
No yet.
Well, wait, pan.
You're there for the money.
Then you get ham and turkey?
Respect, yes I.
That's your 2 Cents?
I don't know.
All right. Okay, how you don't get ham and turkey?
No ham and turkey due to the situation right now. It's very slim and it's very tight. So
all right.
Our guess right now if we want to make it happen, but by God's grace, something happen.
All right. They don't get ham and turkey?
No ham and turkey and you know usher areas and you know give them nothing.
Yeah. That's your 2 Cents?
That's my 2 cents.
So you usually get ham and turkey for them?
When I'm there, sister, be I get everything.
That's your 2 Cents?
Yes.
Right, 2 Cents, brother, you don't get ham and turkey?
No, sir. You get it.
You do wait, though?
I wait there.
All right. Papa, you get yours?
I don't need that.
That's your 2 Cents? Yeah. You want ham and turkey? Yes. So you do wait?
Yes,
all right. All right. You don't get ham and turkey yet? All right. That question there, you don't get ham and turkey already?
Long time.
All right. All right. One thing. 2 Cents question there, Mr. don't get ham and turkey?
No, God bring a free back. Sister B might not have free back, but God bring a free back. Oh.
So you don't get ham and turkey already?
I check the minister for that.
Don't get ham and turkey already?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I don't know if I get it.
All right. That's supposed to be done the ball, right?
Well, by right, it's supposed to be the home already, but you're not home yet.
But you wait for it.
Well, I have to go buy it myself.
No, man. That's what you know.
I have to go buy it myself.
Yeah, you're 2 Cents.
Right.
But you make sure you have food before now until Christmas, right?
Yes.
All right.
Tired of replacing light bulbs? LEDs are what you need. LEDs last up to 30,000 hours. That's 30 times longer than incandescent bulbs, and up to 8 times longer than compact fluorescents. So less changing and less trash. Planet Earth thanks you. And the LED experts at Brothers Habet and Habet will help you find the best LED solution with colors for every room and mood, starting as low as $6.95. You can even get LED strips for home, office, and industrial use. So say goodbye to fluorescent tubes forever. And because they use up to 90% less energy, you save money. Money you can spend on other things. So head to Brothers Habet or Habet today. You can also call, email, or Facebook us. Have a brilliant day.
What made me want to start my journey in terms of owning a home was basically me having my own space, my own domain, and having something extremely special for my family. That feeling was indescribable. It was amazing, you know, moving in the first time, seeing all the new furniture, the new paint, the new accessories. I was amazed. Home for the holidays means to me bonding with my family, having an amazing time in the Christmas spirit. I would highly recommend Atlantic Bank's personal loans for home renovations because of what it did for me. I fixed my kitchen, I fixed my storage, I fixed my master bedroom, my showers, you name it, I fixed it.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Want all the postpaid perks without the commitment? Now you can with Smart Supercharged prepaid plans. All the talk, text, and data you need. No contracts, no hassle. Pay upfront for your package and enjoy total freedom. No commitments. Just simple, flexible plans that fit your life. Pick your power, Core, Edge, or Prime. Prepaid plans ready when you ready. Commit to no commitments and get yours today. Dial 7526 or star 100 pound key, use the Smart app, or visit a Gimme Dollar agent to purchase today. Smart, bringing people together.
Un grupo de gente que hemos trabajado muy duro y la tierra es para la gente de Bellavista. ¿Para qué? Para que los jóvenes puedan tener tierra. ¿Para qué? Para que los jóvenes puedan desarrollarse en el futuro. Algo que les hacía falta por mucho tiempo. Nuestros padres vienen de las fincas bananeras. Somos gentes que hemos sufrido mucho. Y ustedes como jóvenes se merecen mejores oportunidades.
If you didn't have land before, you will have land now. Once you have land, you have wealth.
I think they want to build, they want to settle.
I'm already having dreams of my home and everything.
You know, the wires are just, I'm really excited. I'm really happy. I can finally begin to build a house.
It's just a great feeling, you know.
Mi amigo es un hermano, una persona para el pobre. ¿Estamos de acuerdo?
All right, welcome back. This is WB Wake Up Believes Morning Vibes. Wednesday morning, we got our brother from the south, our defender from the south, the protector of all that is the beautiful essence of Belize. We've got Ewart Garbutt dropping by, and unfortunately, Brother Ewart, while it's always good to see you, more times than not, why you're here is not the kind of news that we want to hear. And this is one of those mornings when you called me, you said that the code red, you said that the ring all the alarm bells, like it's a death. I mean, I know it might sound to the listener and viewer that you were being melodramatic, but you just may be, you may use your words for make I know that, hey, I know I come with part aspect, but this one, gone down next level. And so I want you to explain to our listeners and viewers, explain to me, like we in the classroom, why this news where you have, which is so critical and is something that the nation has to know and has to take a position on.
First and foremost, man, always must applaud the effort, and more than effort, the move that you have done on the media now.
Yes, sir.
And forget one chance to do true consultation to the nation and the world. This is an amazing opportunity that I don't take lightly, and say too much is given, much is expected now.
Mm-hmm.
So today I did the real, I think it can't exaggerate more or stretch it more, and it's not exaggeration because it's real. So I'll start first with ask yourself, what do you know about the resilient bold Belize? Do you know about the word? It's a common, it's beautiful. What do you know? Then I could go into it. What do you know about the resilient bold Belize?
I know nothing. I know nothing. This is not on my radar, and it wasn't. I think it was late last week that somebody that has a lot of credibility with me and has a lot of knowledge about what's going on kind of ring one bell for me and said something that happened where is very unacceptable and messy, and the way it's being done, this drop out of the sky, and I like, oh, okay, that may a brief encounter. I never have no opportunity to get no details, but before you call, they say, hey, we did a full alarm here. I get just one whiff of it. That's it.
Mose, go back to this. If you go back when Hyde and suddenly the hurricane will come without warning. That's why I tell you how detrimental this.
Yeah.
For somebody like you, where I see the face of Belize, I see you watch out from ridge to reef. You are the real man. Remember that you run that thing there. You the vibes that what it happened.
Right.
You love fishing. You want the next generation and this one live on. And for how they are this morning, November 3rd, 2025. And the head of this table, don't know what it happened. And share this now. The resilient bold Belize. And start off would be.
I don't think that's my fault.
No. No. Make I say that clear, Mose. It's deliberate.
Yeah.
It's deliberate, not your fault. Thanks for pointing that out.
Yeah.
But these guys are playing one real bold initiative. It's bold. But I'll say this.
Later.
The Resilient Bold Belize initiative that is led by the government and collaborated by WWF, World Wildlife Fund. And it's all on paper, it's beautiful as we all get in Belize. Lip service, paper service, that's what we think. But it's critical to follow words. I'll give you, it's a PFP, and it's just abbreviation, and usually we not dig in and know what that means. And it's not unique where it's the first country it have been done. They started the pilot project in Costa Rica 18 years ago. I think they do one presently in Colombia. And PFP, I'm going to do it as simple as this. And I put it in my term, layman term, and fisherman can understand straight. The simple thing, it's a project finance for permanence. And when we say permanence, my opinion and the way I dissect it, it's really permanent. It's for make the elite get money For permanent, which this permanent seems 10 years, which I don't know how they put that down, 10 years grant, whereby instead of back in the days or as present, you'll have these NGO, environmental NGO, etc., go on every year or so they have to go look for funds. It's securing funds, whereby instead of have to come and do so-called consultation, now they lock in 10 years. So imagine right now, if you're not happy with the government, I'm not saying this is the point, but if you're not happy with the government, the illustration I'm drawing, instead of getting 5 years, we are getting 10 years now because we're not happy with the way they move. So they don't have to come to your court now, they don't have to come to your campaign. That's my illustration of this, and I want to take that real serious where parties say go. I spoke directly. I was at a forum up in Fort Lauderdale, people who directly involved in the one where they praise Costa Rica. If you talk to the people who get funds from it, it sounds sexy. These things, you need to hear it from the man from bottom of the sea. My point now, you get a sketch I give. It's a 10 years grant, whereby the elite, they could do it as this. They are project finance for permanently get money, have to have one deal with it. The deal with it, don't want that this on the table. Blue bond, which most people when I give this, I've called around just asked the very same question I asked you, Mose. What do you know about the resilient bold Belize? Everybody come and, oh, it's when they open their mouth, they're telling you what is the blue bond. Like we left the blue bond on the side. Left that there right now as a side order. The resilient bold Belize is the same set of people. They manage this new money when they don't get it. Get it clear. They don't get it yet. Understand that. The PM went to New York 2 years ago at this the United Ocean Summit. And he was bold, went on the stage and said that we're going to do this with whatever advice he got. That's where the money there, and we need to protect 20% of full protection. For those who know about the South, full protection simply means like Laughing Bird Key. You could snorkel with guests, you could dive. Holchan, you could snorkel with guests, you could dive. 20% of Belize water space, that one you want to protect. And we never had an issue when you go back to this, Mose. The blue band was even that tricky because we did a 4% right now, where I want to give the nation, we did a 4% full protection of this entire marine spaces. And I've done consultation. And out of that 4%, the people that use that resource is not content because it is no take zone, have a literal name. There's nothing there to take in a lot of them. Why? Because protect means protect. You don't just protect it on paper. Because the people who follow the law, that me and you, who clap for things were protected under paper and have enforcement, that will never win. So I just want to give that in a context that coming up now from 4%, back to make the viewers not go all over, the resilient bold Belize want to change it from 4% to 16%. To
20.
To 16 more, sorry, which will add 16 they want. The resilient bold Belize plus 4 is 20. And we're not talk like 30 by 30 because when you talk to anybody, remember the resilient bold Belize do over there. That is 30% by 2030, and even that complicated in the sense, I could be wrong here, but I thought it was with that 4% exists and I want like 5 more, maybe say 6, and that one put it to 10.
But for this 16% won't be even
full.
That 16% won't be can be the 2 and they can't claim the 16%. So
no, this is
so there's a separate 16%.
No, the 16, that's what I'm saying. The blue bond never asked for 16. I think full protection, not quote me here if I'm not even that complicated, but I think it's about 5. Right? 5. So I just like I said the blue bond. The blue bond one now, you can put with a 30%, but out of that 30, only 10 want be full protection. I could be wrong there, guys, but this is where I'm going. Let's stick to the one I know about for sure.
Yeah.
The resilient bold Belize they ask for 16% more a full protection what I put with a 20%. Right. And why that critical most you want go ahead.
No, go ahead. I want to finish off before I
want to save this now. I was out of the country 2000, meaning this year, sorry, September 5th when they had the first so-called consultation in the lovely village of Placencia. there was about 12 Fisher folks, maybe someone related to family, maybe one, I know Kevin Madeira, and maybe 2 more fishermen there. So 12, right? They're representing this community. And when I went to the last meeting that was the 27th of October, there was about improved, say 14 away or 15, 7 I think Fancy and Bite and about 6 from Placencia. I was the closest to a commercial fisherman because I do have a commercial fishing license, but I make my life off tour guiding. I'm a tour guide. So 16 of us there, 15, 16 of us there, making decision for this and the next generation, making a plot. They have this ocean, this spatial plan. And Mose, it was 45 minutes into this meeting before I knew that it was different when I asked the question. I said, excuse me, as a presenter, I said, how comes you're talking about 20% full protection when the blue band said, no, it will be like 20% general use and then the next would be full protection? He said, no, Mr. Gabbard, this is not that. This is a resilient bold belief. So I asked that straight question. I said, so that one different money, ma'am? Hesitate for a while. Yes, Mr. Gabbard, this is different money from the blue bond money as we know it. This time one grant, we want to secure it for the 10 years, the project finance for permanence, that for a 10 years project aside from the blue band. Fast and go into it. So I said, I cannot be here representing who I'm not. And when you look at the audience, you know why the table, the seat empty. How did you reach out to people? Did you get in touch with C? Did you this, that? There was a lot of excuse and back and forth. Long story short is this. So I said, although it might not directly affect me, right, as a tour guide, it affect my brother and because all of we in this together. And then I said this, not thinking full protection mean full protection. He said, no, Mr. Gabbard, you can't fly fishing here, then neither. You can't catch your bait much. In that 20%, Ranguana, all the keys, and I send you some pictures with the thing. All of them need a full protection. So I'm saying, man, we're there at the 9th hour, and really and truly, Mose, if this opportunity never come that I go on at this meeting and people start really voicing their opinion and say, and you talk to people and everybody fatigued and tired because they think that they can't do nothing because it don't fly. But I'm reaching out to you guys. This not fly yet. It's still there on the chopping block. And they're asking, like I come to you and ask you for your land papers, and then you give me, and I work out the details after I get a loan. This is where we're at with the resilient bold belief.
But so there's been no providing of the actual agreement, no providing of the actual detail, how much money, who to get the money. Like for example, with the Blue Bond, you know, the Beach Federation officials, they have documents where they can read off and are able to tell you, and I think they have done a lot of work for track who are getting money, how the money set up, and you know they have really consistently lashed out on what the Blue Bond has done to the equity where fisher folk have in our marine resources and the ability to create economic activity off of the marine resources that we have. And they've been fighting that fight, not knowing that they were twin. You had a Blue Bond, but now you have resilient bowls. So now there's a separate money, separate agreement, separate amount of no take, full protection, waters and reef that they have to deal with without any warning, without any notification, without any consultation. And that's happening. And you're telling me that the reason that you have now been called in to finally come in and sit down and talk to the authorities is because you were on Facebook organizing your people to say, "Uno going build more hotel go shut down out there with protests." That is how now you've been invited what
I want to clarify a couple of things was because for the viewers and for the people who were in charge of this resilient bold beliefs, they'll say, "Oh, stick a pin there." They did consultation. They definitely, we have to give it. This thing went out, remember I tell you September 5th was the first consultation. But if you call something consultation with less than 1% of the nation, deliberately the way you organize, or I won't say, I don't know how to call it anywhere
so
else.
So the BFF involved?
Yeah, well, the BFF, I bet they probably got an invite. I will that's what I'll assume. But my point is this, Mose, I want to clarify. They could take us to court for misguide in the words, right? So I want to clarify something. What they call consultation was done. They did from Sardinia to Barranco. That's what they said. And they had the minutes, but they don't give you what happened at those meetings. I could tell you about Placencia, and I could fast forward. I could tell you about Punta Gorda. The one in Punta Gorda, the first meeting was 7 people, and the second one had a good crowd. They bring a bus from Barranco, right, with more than half of the population, with the dual citizen from over yonder with set Gilnet, which if they're Belizean, cool. But why you bring them people, Mose, I want to understand this. The main thing I forgot to mention at the beginning, the 20%, the 16% that they're proposing, not proposed, that they are pretty much demands the way they do it. They come and they give you an option, you know. Tell me which part of this room you want to take, and they come for 16%. So I'll give you the option. It's consultation. I give you the option to make you pick which part of this you want to give me, but it's 16% is not negotiable. So my point is, in Barranco and Punta Gorda, they're not taking away coral coverage. What is important here, it's 16% of coral coverage. It's not just 16% like what the blue bun me want. 16% a place where I talk to Mr. Billy, a leader up in San Pedro, and a real steward. I said, Mr. Billy, well, you know about the resilient bull Belize? And he went straight to the blue bun in the sense, the conversation, because he told me that, well, he worked to say, we to think about them places when not affect people directly, and then we're going direct to the foreign investors, which that's what we agree. The mangrove, this do nothing to the degradation of the mangrove. This done nothing to over the water structure. You say Kaya Rosaro, this done nothing to that. Nothing then that. This done.
We want to put unigo
this is what happened. Yes,
get to no permit. We want to put no bonus.
Exactly so.
We want to put no.
This what this one do instead, that to the people who can lie up, the people who need it most, then they are the one that take it from. Then go into this area, when area 3 in Placencia, the Riversdale people, Monkey River, Hopkins, Dangriga, and I said demands because it's not negotiable when they come with the 16%. I asked the question also,
reef
coverage, reef. So I asked the question, how did you get to 16%? He said, well, the lady was, I have to applaud her. The PM already gone, and that's what the donor, that's what was agreed with the donor. This resilient bowl Belize is aimed to please the donor and not the people, not the resource. At least I would have loved to hear, I'd tell you straight, they'll come up with scientific data now when you got resistant, and they'll say they have it, which probably they did. They never ever said at the consultation that based on scientific studies, if we do 20% of full protection, I even asked them to say this, that then you could buy it for shaman and say, within 3 years, you guys want to flourish. But they know better, because they would do it on paper. On paper, not save fish. 20% full protection will us with the law-abiding citizen want starve. When them with neighbor want flourish. You understand me? So she was straight to the point. The PM went and said this strategy. I know they ask most when I hear, I be like, I sit down, I mean I have about 20 seats for sit down. I'm gonna sit down for everyone for try too long.
But you're not disputing my account that because of mobilizing, you've now been called in to a meeting. That's
what. Definitely. I want to go to this. I have personally done consultation. I've went and we mobilized, and I have to big up the Placencia Tour Guide Association, we have a petition. We have everything lined up, and we're still watch out from north to south, from San Pedro to PG. We're a unified voice that is figuring out that, guys, enough. But I must big up Placencia, Harry, Mariko, the whole crew, Riversdale, everybody. We're in this together. And one of the fight we always will lose span. That when you separate tour guide and fishers. Where we want to differentiate, that the wealthy, where they destroy the environment, and the people who depend on it. Most the prime time I ask this basic question because the resilient bold believes I want to say one more, many more things, but it's really resilient. It's taken away. They still could use the name, but it's taken away from the resilient bold Belizean who depend on that resource. So they just have the name kind of mix up, but it should be the takeaway from resilient bold Belizean, from the fisherman. I'm saying this point blank that think of this when you're doing protection. Protection should need protection. Are we targeting the threat? I'm asking this because I tell you about coral coverage. Fishermen, they kill coral, or I went to Florida, you know where they kill coral? Pollution, climate change, they overheat. But
good morning, WB. Okay, wait. Okay, go ahead, my brother.
I just in a context, I like anytime you ask and you talk about protect something, you got to protect it from the threat. The threat here is not commercial fishermen. The threat that we have seen in the globe, I've been to this symposium that they had in Florida, I think about a month ago, and I should immediately be calling about all of this craziness.
Good morning. Good morning. All right, the phone has... I don't know where going on now. Yeah.
You don't got some of the pictures to show to me?
Yeah, we have some of the pictures. The caller, I'm not hearing. Siemens Dory. Boy, I tell you. Yeah. Call me on the cell. Call me on my cell. 672. I mean, work earlier. I know. 672-477. I forget my own number. Yeah, 672-4770. Yeah, the phone not work. So call the cell.
More than for the benefit of a consultation, I just want to clarify something again. Forgive merit to.
I'll take the call, but yeah, WB, good morning.
Morning, Mose. Morning, Ewart.
Good morning.
I did not know about the Resilient Bold Belize initiative. And my sister Jalima put it on my foot. But I still know me to pay attention like I should me to pay attention. So I appreciate the leadership you have taken on this initiative. So I said, make I hurry up and look, and I especially love how you talking that people can that we have language. So I said, make I come look and say that what kind of money, because usually I want to know how much money would they deal with E-word. Now, it's a, no, I didn't look, I did it's a resilient bold Belize. And that's why I make Belizean people know that how much money them people they deal with, because we don't have no idea. The GEF project grant, the $4,742,964 US. The GEF agency fee, the US $426,865,000. The co-financing fee, US $40,790,000. Now, I don't have no idea what that break, but I just look, if you go on the website, that will come up. I just look at the bag of money where them people deal with. And over again, this administration, and the last one too, but this one with the way they deal with now, go sign agreement or make agreement because we vote for them who vote every 5 years, then think they have blank check for agree to anything because we vote for them. They don't come back and have no awareness campaign so we could learn like what them bag of money mean and how they really connected for we quality of life now and in the future. So enter then go and then call consultation, and I appreciate how Ewart broke it down and telling you how much people that the same thing they do with the blue bond. First off, people don't understand the technicality of what happened. They really don't understand. So how you want to ask people for give one input on something where they don't understand? That's why consultation without meaningful people awareness campaign meaningless. And then notice and then council go sign off, take picture with a few people and show, tell the funders that they agree to it and not go so that they believe that now. This is one of the issue. I talked to Nigel just now. Fishers come in for this meeting when they postpone. That means that the money then left out at sea for the meeting, then the meeting get cancelled. This impact people's livelihood. So, but the thing is that the people then really, you still have to come together and have communication and choose what best for them. So I really think, this is my 2 cents, Ewart, I want you to tell me what you think. I think that meeting get cancelled because what you to do, they pick up momentum and people to recognize what happened and say, no. So I think that's why they pull back. Why do you think they cancel a meeting, brother?
Well, I wouldn't think, either 80,000%. I don't think this approved. And what happens is that when we mobilize the machinery, and they know that when we call integrity can't be beaten, Any war where you got to do that, win the heart of the people and make money turn over. And this is what they don't realize. Then they know it, then they realize that once we involve and we call the troops, the truth will prevail. And this is the real, and trust me, I want to come over, come win with we. So no war against them, the war against corruption. So if they call themselves corruption, then they say that they. But we the war for the betterment of Belize and the people. And I like that the point you give, I want to give one little thing to their side. There's everything written out there, everything written. I want to clarify this for the better for those people that are involved in that. They have right now, you got to see sketch. All of that money thing that I just give it that. Imagine people don't know. They have this beautiful thing called see sketch. If you punch it in, and I went and did consultation myself. I asked the guy who managed the Northern Cooperative in Independence and National in Placentia. I said, sir, what do you know about the resilient gold Belize? A big duck egg. Nothing. The sailboat man there. The man with the feed Belize. What do you know about this thing? Nothing. When I lay it down to there, should I say the mouth how you wide open? My point though. My point here. Those same, the way how the narrative go. Right? Picture that. Those people who depend on this resource most, don't know nothing. But then people could win that court. Listen what they say. That freedom information was out there. Then go up on Facebook, one. Then put it out. Then make it simple for your home. That you could log on to see sketch. And listen to the trick part now. You log in your email address. So ask the guys there. Fisherman now, ranking Sardinia like myself. Being in Belize like myself. Guys, you don't need to put on an email. But the only line they log into an fishing line. And then none out of the 100 where I interview know anything about more than line, a fishing line, and none got email address. But again, you want high thing from Belize and put it in a writing and you set, you win it. This we this will win it, this is not about just the resilient bold Belize. This is about movement and changes. You see, like, I apply the effort to the blue bar, but we're not going in for hear about how we fit in. We don't come fix this thing. We don't fit in. We don't come in for bow down to the man where they give the grants. We are met for we people granted success. This is not about that. So, big up and thanks to Carl.
All right.
Yeah, post a person for only organized people and save the people.
Always.
Do the show up on the map. We got it up on the screen for them for yes. Watch it on could see it on social media on our channel, on cable. Where the show there is where the red areas that were on be part
full protection.
Yeah.
That red, right? But very important. Remember everybody okay, because Belize is the international viewers have to understand this. We're for conservation, we are the stewards, we are the leader, that we do man. But we not displace people in the name of conservation. So if you look at Area 3, like they say right there, so say from Coco Solo go right up to Silky, and then you got Pelican Range, that our area with the most fishers in Area 3. We're giving up the most. Down in a Sapski is very unfortunate there, but then we do that far. I have to give it the truth. That happened one while ago when majority of that me done get jammed and get saved for the Guatemalan and Honduranian, because that are the truth about that. Anybody else, and we really unhappy about that 4%. So we need to really study that 4% and show our unhappiness before any increase happen. But my point now back to this, that the entire country, If you notice, San Pedro give up on Lee piece, you got out there a lighthouse blue. But the most, and this is not because of that, think about this Mose and get it in this concept. Area 3 make we say for the use a max or percentage. It say it's 100 miles, right? 100 miles square miles. And they come to you and say, I want to take out 20% of that now, want to be full protection, right? Because the force don't exist in there, and I do 16 more of coral coverage. I went and did again a consultation and asked fisherman, how much coral coverage there? The whole area now got 20% for most of it. The whole area now got 20% of coral coverage.
We may hear from down south. Greetings.
Greetings. Yeah, I just want to call to support Brother Ewa there for bringing the truth to the nation, right? I mean, like, he can't easy when he talk about the Barranco consultation. They had more people from Barranco. Now we leave the Barranco, brother, right? They call it the Barranco consultation. And again, the meeting was conducted in full Spanish, brother. Full Spanish.
Yes, my brother, tell me that one.
Yeah, full Spanish Ghana and so then they bring all the Guatemalans there to get the support. As I say, we have numbers. You know what I mean? Like
I think Will, when me and you talk yesterday and I bring it up, you made a reference to something what happened a couple of years ago, but the point where you were to make is that no, that this is one separate thing. This is the one.
Yes. Well, the UDP they do for their one. Some people say we have to do for we want too. So that's why UDP are the same thing. Because what people say, hey, look how UDP may come up and one where Perifeet gonna sign off outside Zapadelas. Well, we have to find something to sign off to so we could get some of that too. So, you know, but you know we get me on this, he work there, he the fight, I they out there the fight. But then when the convention they come for the political parties, they say fisherman there, brother, you don't want to see the idiot then at the convention this Sunday. Fisherman idiot then who they complain about the same thing when at the same UDP we may put them in this position for start with. So we have to start change for we self. We as fishermen or we as grassroots people, we can't come kick up now and when convention come we going to participate in that corrupt activity. You know, because you have a lot of man for South, I tell you, for Cebu to Sastoon. When we go to that convention, this Sunday, I'm not trying to bring politics in this, but this is just the facts, right? And support a person where believes in the people where control things, right? They got 3,000 people in an division. And then idiots from Cebu to Sastoon still going to vote for them, even though they know they can't even fishing outside of Zapadilla Keys because of the thing where the same red party do in the past. Now the blue they come in. Then they do the same thing. Then I say when they have convention, who are sure. Well, a lot of fishermen, they bust them up there, come on, this and anything. They come on, man. We have to look for ourselves by our work, and we have to make we people know. Look the who the screw we. And when we got time for make we when the election time come, then you have to go show the support, right? And that to me that is the same problem because you say, okay, well, red then do it. So blue could come and do it too. And the who make them do it? They can't get there and do it if we and a lot of we who the fishermen never gonna mark the X. Even if we show a protest vote, I say we have vote outside of the PUDP and okay boy we have so much hundreds, you know, where then vote outside of PUDP because they're not happy with the way how they run things. But no, they still go put the same thing and now look at we the fight for our life right now. Okay? So yeah.
Alright, my brother, give thanks. We have to go to break. He went to stay, so when you come back, and they right here, we're not finished yet. We still have to dig in. A lot of money, no? A big money, no? I don't know, small money, no?
Secure meaning for the elite.
Yeah. Alright. We are taking a break and come back.
It's an massive season with massive deals and rewards at Penny's. From now through December 31st, earn double B-Bucks on store-wide purchasing every Saturday. That's right, 2 times the B-Bucks, which means 2 times the cash back when shopping at Penny's. Plus, get even more rewards with B-Bucks Builders on home goods, tiles, appliances, paints, and lights. And don't forget, there's also massive deals and discounts on tiles and the best brands in paints like Benjamin Moore and BH. Rewards, deals, B-Bucks. You can get it all this massive season only at Penny's. Quality and savings.
Yes, I want to do farming. Fruits, vegetables, anything. You don't have to go there and buy, you have your own thing.
This never happened when I come here in too, baby. That's why you do.
200 lots, more lots than people with land of question. So when I pick them when a band yet to get land.
You could look at all of them, how happy they are. They're so, man, these people don't know how to express themselves right now.
People who have never had a land before, will live here for years, finally get something to say, okay, I have something in my name,
So when you get your piece of land, you have to hold on to your land. You have something to pass on to your picnic.
Use your land, make it useful.
Don't sell your land because it is gold. You're investing in your own selves and your children down the road.
I know how to say thanks again because it's a great achievement.
Need to submit your sickness benefit claim online and have a physical medical certificate? Here's how you can do it. First, go to ssbportal.org.bz and log into your My Social Security account. Next, on your dashboard, click Benefits and choose Forms. Review the requirements, then click Continue to proceed. Click Apply under Sickness Benefit to start your claim. Review and confirm your banking information. If it is not correct, select No and follow the steps to update your banking details. If your banking information is correct, select Yes. Next, if your illness is not related to an injury at work, select No and proceed to upload your medical certificate. Select your claim period and confirm your employer details. Read the declarations and click each to agree. Click Submit and you're done. A confirmation email will be sent to you. Your employer will also receive an email with your claim details and a request for your salary information. If needed, submit your sickness benefit claim online and receive real-time status updates.
Sea una persona ocupada o atrapada en el tráfico, o que tenga una circunstancia adversa o muy exigente, la tensión se acumula y lo estresa. El estrés ataca a todos en cualquier momento, a cualquier edad. El estrés es un asesino. Es mejor estar vivo que muerto, así que visite la farmacia de Freetown para obtener opciones.
Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué puedo hacer para usted hoy?
Estoy bien estresado.
Ok, tengo una pastilla que te va a ayudar, ¿ok? Que toma una de eso al día para 10 días y va a estar bien después, ¿eh?
Ok. Farmacia Freetown, carretera 28 Freetown, donde estás mejor vivo que muerto. Farmacia Freetown, teléfono 22 32 87 6.
Driving around, particularly during this holiday season, can be quite an experience. Families are out shopping and the streets are buzzing with excitement. It reminds me that this season is all about connections, and it starts with how we treat each other, even on the road. When I'm behind the wheel, I always remind myself that being on the road is more than just following the rules. It's about looking out for each other and making sure we all get home safely to our families. This season, let's continue to be alert and be kind on the road. Be courteous, give way, and stay safe. A message from BEL.
When Shell V-Power flows through your engine, confidence flows through you. Choose the fuel that 100% cleans critical engine parts and keeps your engine performing like new.
back to the WB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes Wednesday morning. Our brother came all the way from Peninsula side. If you can't come make the report, if you can't ring the alarm, for make we know that things not right. Usually it's about marine issues. And this time it's about a proposed or an agreed to arrangement, money for no take full protection zones. Essentially that's it. We part 16% additional full protection or coral cover area where essentially like if somebody say we want to protect 20% of terrestrial land, but we only want we part the soil black and fertile.
Can't say it better.
We don't want rock, we don't want sand, we don't want pine ridge, we want it, we part it green, the soil black and rich, and we part thing go easy. That's the way we want to protect. Isn't that the way we talk about?
100%, and then really only got 5 acres of black soil, but they need 7.
So only 5 we got, but they need 7.
They need 7. Now we pay there because that's the concept. You say you put that. Where I tell you about the 100 square mile, they want 20% of the coverall coverage. When I interview commercial fishermen, B1 myself growing up, we don't have 20% of what they're calling so-called coral coverage. So you go beyond.
And to make matters worse, the last person who you want to talk to, that people were into farming. Only the last.
We say it all the time. We get hit the meaning last to know, but first to feel the pain.
So you said there is going to be a meeting. You've been contacted. Tell me what that is. Do you listen when there one while the gray hair and not die? that time and age, right? We see nothing. You know, it's like if I give my prediction based on past. With then kind of money up on the line, the elite say no play. If they have to ram it down with short, they ram it down with short. So how do you prevail? How do you essentially win from the underdog position?
First and foremost, I think I flip it in this way. I think those guys want to win, and the real win are the people. No? So first,
yes, just once.
Sorry.
1 second, make the brother finish your point, sister.
Okay.
Yeah, my point going in first, I say I applaud the invite, but that like you put the cat head of the house and it's not late now for make we correct it. And we're not going into that meeting, no go detail, we always open minded, but we're not going in there to negotiate on the narrative. It's to reach a neutral ground for the betterment of Belize, the people and fisheries, everybody. This sound about we just sign away crucial here to make people understand this was the 9th hour. They already did the so-called consultation, and tomorrow should have been whereby they did the sanitizing and finalize and wrap it up and it good. So I always willing to meet, man, and the thing about it, we always meet with integrity. So talking to the base, we still have more feedback where we're going into. Because again, you have to follow straight up with like a press conference or something. So the narrative don't be carried away, because we that stand in a solidarity. I like for you to call me and sorry, thanks.
Go ahead, sister.
Respect, brother. Usually one of the patterns when we see things like this happen, like by news tonight or tomorrow, then talk it heads and come out, and they always got pretty conversation and like everything levels. Belizean people, no fault for the okie doke again. Everything, no levels. So usually we want to share this conversation on WB. Maybe tomorrow morning for XTV Belize YouTube channel. On a share the link, on a listen to it, on a reason about it. You will put your number out there. Because one time they have the next meeting, we want people as best as they could. I know they want sacrifice. On a come out, but one of them come out, especially if we're not necessarily this conversation over and over again. On a condom meeting with knowledge. On a call for quarrel with people. On the call for listen, pick sense out of nonsense and talk because they don't have one position and knowledge. If you don't know, ask question. Or say, I don't know it as good as E-Word know it, but I hear what he said on WB or whatever other media house he got on, and for the first time I had to come out and I had to get engaged because then people think they done say I want to say what a world, and I think this is a part of the explanation point for me. Then think say, then got the political will for push it too, no matter what we say or how we organize. So we have to be prepared for direct action if they're not humble themselves and really make we live what real democracy mean, whether by the people, of the people, for the people. We have to be prepared. Powerful people not just give up their power so. And then don't make agreement with powerful people. And again, this is one big world environmental NGO, WWF. They're a bag of money, power, and people. So they're not try listen to know everyday organized people stand up to them, but we could show them better that we tell them Ewart has demonstrated as a community leader. He has wins. When people would have said that not happen, he has demonstrated with people's support. He has led with integrity. But this is up to the people now. Only the people, and I talk to fisher folks, people who eat seafood, or people all of it matter. So you would make sure you keep informed of when at the next meeting ahead of time. People will have money and don't want nobody knows say you to support, contact Ewart, say you have to organize and organize on both. We have to show up with knowledge, patience, integrity, and power. Big respect, brother. I the next to your solidarity. Only organize people and save the people.
Right. Give thanks, sister.
Right back to your sister. You stand tall, always, and integrity you say it best. That never run out. Now that only get stronger. So that up to we, and where I want to reiterate upon that. Remember then they ask you sign well on paper, no, they don't get the 20% seal deal yet, the 16 addition. So just to give the people courage and the backing. It's not a done deal till we say so. Continue to say that. Because there is a misconception deliberately. Why the blue bond don't happen, that ship don't sail. Quote me if I wrong, and I want somebody fan. The resilient bold believes to call and clarify. Because then they got ears, then they say, the deal is not a done deal yet. That's what I asked at the meeting, and that's what I was told. Not directly, but vaguely saying that we need to get the 16% more. Then they say it on a beautiful ad that implementation will happen by March, which tomorrow for me should be the gift wrapping, as you said, Mose. So just to make the people understand, and please put aside the blue bond that the same people yes might they, along with that TNC, I mean me do the collaboration. But the people who is running this and the executive is still the same people from Blue Bond. So we get distracted, but not get distracted. Resilient, bold believes that another money they come in, what another thing to where in the whole way accountable for. Another demands, which is 16%, a full protection, what is not strategically protected from the threat. It's very important to understand that. When we say protection, let's protect it from the threat. Commercial fishers, tour guide are not threat to coral. I want to say that clear, crystal as it possible. We have climate crisis. Over the water, they get so hot. We got a Florida, the symposium I went to. One of the top things that is sewer. They promise you a beautiful sewer at Placencia. Well, we're going to give up one of the most successful water board. And we still wait with a swimming our own mess, guys. You go up on a beach, I don't want to say that back, but the sewer. Then people want to save Belize, they want to save coral. I grew up on the coastline, Elcan Coral, Medelang, Punta Negra, Punta Icacos. There no fisherman kill that. So make we talk real talk and take care of real people. So definitely.
When they do the water sampling all the way out to in the ski channel, the sewer print they're big and strong and loud. They know it, but they don't do nothing about that. They don't spend our money for fix the sewer pools here, back a port. No money not come in for that. Money come in for make it look like, and when you find out no, some of the money where they behind the money when they gear, they come from people where they wreck the planet. But it wrecked the planet.
I love the point because I'll give one straight up, one simple one in a Belize, for instance. Imagine you show up that it's meeting with 12 people in there and each one come in a big V8 fat thing, stand up tall. Then we talk about, let's go have one nice meeting that built more. You know how much money built more get already? The last, then Mose were crazy about it. Then we go whereby I say for myself, I can't even think in any place, it's so cool. You imagine somebody there against tobacco and come to a meeting and tell you a big thing light up and a sucker blow in your face that happened to we. Nobody they lead. Nobody they lead when they lead that money. So and the people where they sell the narrative know what they sell. So as a nation step up.
So you got one percentage of the population, significant percentage of the population where not involved in any marine type of economic activity and not have any family member where in any marine related economic activity. So for argument we are calling people quote unquote the neutrals. It's natural for somebody like Ewart where understand where this is livelihood, for understand clearly where the implications are for something like this. And so he fight for livelihood and the fishers, tour guides, this is for their life. So the neutrals they look on and uno important because uno have to weigh the situation. Uno have to say, because the government want to say this is money where we want to be to the good for the country. This we protect we asset. And you are neutral, you know get up the morning and have to go look for bait or look for permit or look for bonefish or look for tarpon or look for snapper or look for that in your life. You go to your office and cool. But you're living in a society and you have to measure the cost benefit to your society. Is it better for my society? Or is it negative for my society? You can't just do it if you don't pay a little bit of attention. I don't tell you what to think. I could tell you why I feel the way I feel. But my biggest message to them, Brother Ewart, is sometimes they think you need a little bit more your attention than you're willing to give at times. Because all you want to hear that the money, and then you see the faces of the people with the ball, and then you say, well, they're not some fisherman. Well, I mean, easy for you to think, but then it damage the environment. You know, they have to just find some other thing for doing a life. You know, yesterday, Brother Ewart, not forget preaching, but it's all connected. The UNICEF people didn't do a survey. And last week into this week, the big headline news about the water quality. And BWS have to defend the water, man. They say my water clean, every man get very funny about their water. Cool. But yes, that are the big headlines. The full study has not been put out. It's going to be put out next year. But they have put on their website some of the early findings. And one of the early findings is that half of our children, and this is not a new finding, but it does say that we know to get nowhere further, we know to make no progress. Because 2025, half of our children who enter in, they come up through kindergarten, half of them are gone by midway high school. We children are not, half of them are not reaching the higher parts of secondary education in our country. So the fact that we still have what they call artisanal fisheries that believes somebody could go carry your uncle or go on a boat and do fishing and could learn that. Because we not got any finished education in a school. We know so make we do the cost benefit analysis when you start to make it more difficult to make people find other ways to survive. than the one where you tell we that way how they will find success. Go and get educated when you know that half of the children are not. And remember this, part of the data to show that there is a correlation based on your level of wealth, which is natural. So the percentages of those who have means when it comes to finishing education is much higher than those who don't have means. It means that means they play one very significant. It's not the only thing. There's a lot of things going on. There's collective blame going on, but it means that we're in a bad situation. If you know that's happening in your country, then when you watch the news, you are not surprised to see our children with guns and our children in drugs and our children dying and our children. That's no surprise to us because you know. So when we get up and defend the opportunities where exist for a man where go and leave boat and fishing line, we could go and go get his spot and go catch some snapper and catch and come in and sell that and make any money and pay one like bill and pay one mortgage out for that. You know what we try to defend? Not just that man got money, we try to defend, make the society could continue for somehow find a way to stay together. Cause when the man can't make one living, if you think you think the hell no? You think the hell no? You don't know hell yet? That way with the face. So I sorry if we have to go on that level around, but the neutrals, there is no neutral. But for the sake of the argument, I'm calling them neutral. There is no neutral. You don't have one neutral position in this. I don't know if my phone will work, but I'll try it. Hello, good morning, WB.
Brother Mose.
Yes, brother.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, man.
You were speaking about education just so, Brother Mose, where they tell you to go to school. Hello?
I wasn't talking about when they tell us to go to school. I was talking about data which is screaming at us that we are failing because half of our children are not finishing even high school.
Well, Brother Mose, let me explain something to you. I do agree that education is important. When I was 11 years old, I realized that I won't be able to go to school and I won't be able to work for somebody per se, have a boss, go to a building every day for the rest of my life. I knew that at 11 years old. I get bored being locked in a place too long. That's why I don't go to prison, because I don't like to be confined. And I have no formal education, Brother Mose. Absolutely no formal education. But I will tell you something. I don't think that's not a bad thing. Everybody not designed to have one doctorate, a master's, an associate. They will always have the people who run certain things. And if you do a survey out there, a lot of people who are essential in our country have no formal education, which shouldn't be a stigma, a bad thing. Oh, well, he's educated. You understand me? Because it doesn't mean
that's not the point, though, Brother Collymore. That's not the point. The point is that we are not. Nobody can make an argument that you cannot survive without an education and that an education guarantees success. That's not the point. The point is that it should always be our collective goal that we educate as many of our children as we can. And education is not just about academic and all of that. Education involves multiple things. But Collymore, you have to be extraordinary in our society or in the way things are structured right now to find economic success without education. So we cannot have what you call success bias. That's what it's called, where because somebody was able to be successful without education, then it means we don't need education. The probability of becoming successful if you don't get yourself on a level of knowledge and a level of skill, yes, people do it. But the E word, I don't know, is a university student, but his knowledge, he had the...
If I go throw in 2 cents there, for me, school was in the way for my education. So I only went to high school to do what, and that's it. My education is outside. You know what I mean? I have, that's education, but the literal, when we say education, it's usually school people locked up in. But I get the point, and I think that what Mose was connecting to the viewers, that is significant having a healthy marine life and ecosystem out there for the amount of people we expect to drop out, no? But
you were, listen to me. Sorry, Ben. I thought Mose, you had got, sorry, bro. I didn't know this, but Mose, big man, you got right there, no? But brother, I want to ask this question. And why is it that it seems that we are so rash and brash on our local fisher folk? How is it that we put so much barriers and restrictions, yet we have nobody controlling what the foreigners come in our water and do? You understand me? The real rake and scrapers, the one who don't worry if it's 2 inches big or if 50 inches big. They will carry it anywhere you take it because they will sell it. Why is it that we're so harsh? Now, one more question before I go on our left, because I was trying to make a different point and I never know you were still there. But we have laws protecting tarpon,
bonefish and permit.
And permit, right? But the other day I was at Turdiff and the flats is huge. And all day, for weeks and months, all I see the fins, lot, when I tell you, lot, hundreds of thousands. So one day I asked my boss from 30 Flats, I said, boss, why is it that we don't have one league, maybe 1 month where you could catch them? Why the man nearly dropped down with a heart attack? I almost killed my boss. And he made a very valuable point to be worth. He said, look, do you know how much a tarpon is really, a bonefish is really worth? So I had to tell the man, Mr. Craig, I said, I believe in a catch and release. I release it on a frying pan in a coconut island. The man said, oh my God. And then the evening, the man called me when we were eating and he sat down with me for like an hour and he explained something. If we would kill a bonefish and eat it, we would eat it, we would be happy and that's it. But he said, a bonefish, if you would have to sell it by pound, you would definitely be around $865 a pound for this fish. You would roughly, like, I don't remember how he do the calculation, but he said just based on this, you would look for $885 a pound for the fish because this is the kind of money this fish brings in. I look at some guys stand up in the hot sun all day and throw and think they try to catch one of their fish. And my theory behind it was their fish get so much relief that they get tired of bite, so we need to weed them out so they take out the one that we know about.
You're a local scientist, man.
Gallimore! I gotta go to break. Gallimore! I gotta go to break, bro. Give thanks.
Right now, boss. Wow. This guy, who I never liked in the beginning, had given me a whole different look on fishing.
Who is that?
The rules, the engagement, and why you protect it. As a matter of fact, at his dock, there is 2 huge, like 200-pound fish. And all I think about is how I could dice and slice. But then when I think about it, the people who go underneath the water circle will come in and do the tours and see it. They won't get to see that in the wild.
Gallimore.
I understand conservation.
I'm glad you've come to enlightenment, boy. Give thanks. Yeah, phone the light up. Gave problems earlier on, and I'm out of time really. But go ahead, caller. Hello. All right. No, this call no work. I really don't understand where they go. Yeah.
Couple of my buddies, they text up one call, but I don't know where they're going.
Yeah, I don't know.
We got Brian from Uncle River one call in. The man say they try. Call again, Brian, make we say.
I get Kalimo, I know if Kalimo got one booby trap on the phone. Hello.
Yeah, Mose?
Yeah, bird.
Yeah, morning.
Nigel.
Yeah, man. Mose, I listened to the conversation and we need to bring a lot of clarity to people because what has been happening is strategic. The BFF and Sister Yaya had an awareness program with this blue bond. Now, this blue bond yield around $300+ million for the conservation community. And this will be over 4 decades for the packet set for the next 4 decades. This PSP, which is Project for Permanent Finance, with the new name Resilient Bold Belize, our component of this blue bond. These are commitments under the blue bond that the government has to comply with. As have been said,
Nigel, are you sure that? Because my understanding is that this is one additional separate agreement we got into it, about to go into with this. That's the understanding where you have. That's the understanding I have.
Like we say, it get complicated whereby that the same management. I think if we go to technicality, we are lose Nigel in that, and I respect that. But what I'm saying is that being at the meeting and ask the question, no part of beginning of Blue Bond was mentioned that within X amount of time we'll have 20% of full coral protection. Never. It was never. But trust me, it's have a lot of layers. So if we go to layer for clear it out, that whereby, my opinion, I think we are give them the benefit of the doubt. And I love the reading. I love all of these details. But what's sitting at the forefront at the meeting, they said, I asked a question, Nigel, asked the young lady, the presenter, maybe she didn't know. Is this the blue bond? No, it's a separate thing. Is it a part? When you read it out, it's the same people at pushing the same narrative. But why I didn't want to stick too much on, even if it's on paper, right, Nigel, that people want to give up and say, boy, this thing done already. I'm telling you, we have their week, and the people of this nation have to stand up. If I cannot stand here or sit and say that it's a done deal, my and your and everybody picnic have to eat. This is suicidal. We cannot give up 20% of what we don't have to give. The only fertile soil, as Mose said. So sorry about that, Nigel. Go ahead.
No, you guys are spot on. But what I am saying, right, is that you see the commitment in the blue bond, the high biodiversity zones, we have to get sign off on. That dependent to make this resilient bowl Belize get their money. A link, right? There was significant amount of money of the look fund for resilient bowl Belize, over $200+ million. Where the plan to come in, and the only way the resilient bowl Belize can get those target amount of funds, that to ensure that the commitment under the blue bond are achieved. And that's why it's very important that we continue to spread awareness to make the fishers they understand, tour guides understand, stakeholders within the respective coastal communities understand that this one affects all of us. Every single solitary person it will be affected. We had mobilized the amount of fishers to come into these meetings. This is the second time these people postpone the meeting. And they postpone the meeting primarily because they understand that now fishers and stakeholders' eyes have been awakened, and people recognize that they cannot take us for fool anymore. We have to put a stop, and I love the momentum. We will continue to mobilize, and I will touch base with your E-word.
Blessed Nigel, but only one for end up for you said that you use the correct word on the link. When the people advertise and say it right there, we could play that. I wish after this Mose you get this link where you go on Resilient Bowl Belize. The man they say it plain, that's why me love Creole. They gone, Prime Minister gone, Blue Bond, not 2 years ago, that before. He gone to New York, meet these people, have this thing that the ocean, that the United Ocean Forum, whatever, and then sign on to say, I tell about people inside, say, boy, Prime Minister gonna say something, now we gotta sell it. Make we sell it for what it is. When we say, this is my talking point to the nation, to the world, to everybody. Now link this directly, say that one done deal, that Blue Bond. Then a link can find everything because I say point blank. They misuse it might go too far. The Blue Bond, that different than this never they are because nobody know when you reach in our jam was and one jungled man one grab to a straw. This that is straw when they grab to. So clarify that. Not talk that it was premeditated. It wasn't to us, and I stick to that. That way I want a resilient bowl Belize Carlina and like us right now upon that. Your line could take your phone, no prejudice. That no prejudice, that one take call for it too, because sometimes think the prejudice. Because they should have know if they no call in, because they could have shut we up for set things where they not so. You don't think so?
Hard to shut me up.
Okay, well, maybe they could shut. You get what I say?
2 man there, we hard to shut up. You have to come. Go to shut up.
If this thing not correct, they should have, the forum they are calling and tell over what happened because you want to say directly. They are send it by Facebook or setting and anyway, somebody they call.
Nigel, we have to continue this conversation.
Why don't feel like Nige gone and sorry Nige?
We have to continue the conversation, but I do bad with breaks and out of time. But give thanks to calling, man.
Yeah, all right, please.
We're gonna break, come back with, but they do bad with time.
We began to agitate for, at the time it was the BDF Coast Guard. We were saying, we don't think there's any way we could get away with a Belize Coast Guard. We had to throw in the BDF, the Belize Defense Force Coast Guard. Otherwise, we would not get support up the chain of command. We began to say, look, we need a Coast Guard that would focus on maritime affairs, that we could build the capacity first and foremost to defend Belize.
Looking at the threat at the National Security Council, the thought was given that, listen, there need to be an increase in our maritime resources and the establishment of a Coast Guard.
Coast Guard was established initially for 155 strong. And as General Boland said, we started with 55, well, 53 showed up. And that was the nucleus on which we built.
We have reduced significantly the amount of cocaine flow through our sea spaces. As I mentioned, 13 to 15 confirmed shipments. That would account for about 20 to 25 tons of cocaine passing through our sea spaces every year. And that statistics is by the U.S. Drug Enforcement Agency. However, the UNODC, United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, had statistics of up to 80 metric tons of cocaine passing through our jurisdictional waters. Because of the successful Coast Guard strategy, we've been able to reduce that to about 2 to 3 shipments per year. That's a 75% reduction.
We are the Belize Coast Guard. Hoorah!
What made me want to start my journey in terms of owning a home was basically me having my own space, my own domain, and having something extremely special for my family. That feeling was indescribable. It was amazing, you know, moving in the first time, seeing all the new furniture, the new paint, the new accessories. I was amazed. Home for the holidays means to me bonding with my family, having an amazing time in the Christmas spirit. I would highly recommend Atlantic Bank's personal loans for home renovations because of what it did for me. I fixed my kitchen, I fixed my storage, I fixed my master bedroom, my showers, you name it, I fixed it.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high-quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
Un grupo de gente que hemos trabajado muy duro y la tierra es para la gente de Bellavista. ¿Para qué? Para que los jóvenes puedan tener tierra. ¿Para qué? Para que los jóvenes puedan desarrollarse en el futuro. Algo que les hacía falta por mucho tiempo. Nuestros padres vienen de las fincas bananeras. Somos gentes que hemos sufrido mucho. Y ustedes como jóvenes se merecen mejores oportunidades.
If you didn't have land before, you will have land now. Once you have land, you have wealth.
I think they want to build, they want to settle.
I'm already having dreams of my home and everything.
You know, the words are just, I'm really excited. I'm really happy. I can finally begin to build a house.
This is just a great feeling, you know.
Mi amigo es un hermano, una persona para el pobre. ¿Estamos de acuerdo?
The DST free weekends are back. Join us Saturday, December 6th from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and enjoy no GST. But that's not all. You also save 10, 20, 30, up to 50% with our happy sale deals. This year, it's even easier. Shop in store or enjoy DCM deals when you shop online at shopbuildersbz.com. Big deals, no GST, and prices that keep your pocket smiling. Builders Hardware. This is your happy place.
On August 30th, 2023, Central Bank Governor Curry Michael, originally brought into the bank's senior ranks under the UDP, placed one of his close associates as administrator of St. Francis Xavier Credit Union. What was described as an interim measure has now dragged on for over 2 years with no end in sight. So the question is simple. Why is the government allowing Mr. Michael and the central bank to use heavy-handed tactics against the credit union movement?
Big call time abuse. It's a minute and a half away from 9. I know you're trying to get one of your bedroom in who has had some problems getting into there. I hope you could squeeze it in. We just have to get your final thoughts right now, Ewart. Obviously, this is an ongoing thing, and can't imagine it's your last time coming. So,
well, definitely, and thanks again for the privilege to have one real true consultation with the nation now, which is crucial. And as I repeat over and over, protection based on threat is very important, and sustainable and commercial fishing when done sustainable, tourism when done sustainable is not a threat to the environment. It's more irreversible, destructful, the overdevelopment, over the water structure, dredging, sewer. Those are the narrative we have to start echo and sell differently. Also a protected area that is not properly managed, and the Guatemalan lobster season, conch season, if we should really have a closed season and call that and notate, will be good.
Hello.
Yes, good morning. Yes, this is me. Last I get in, my brother. And I'm glad to, I want the whole nation to know we lead us there, right? We down south, we have already get tricked with no-take areas, right? As soon as you declare an area as a no-take area, the local of Belize, both citizens from the mainland and fisher folk are literally banned from within that area. If you are not out there with guests, tourism, as with tourists, you can't even stop within that area, right? So for all these areas that these guys intend to preserve and protect, we as fisher folks, we won't have to fish like these guys taking up all the coral heads. That's where the lobster lives, the fish congregate. And if we guys would agree with something like that, we would be definitely out of our mind. Because first and foremost, right, we have already gave up a whole lot of fisher folks. Here in Belize, we doesn't do no type of deep sea diving with compressor or with dive tanks. So we could only walk areas that we could reach within our capacity of our lungs. And if we are giving up all of these areas that we could reach within our lungs, what the fisher folks would have to turn to? Literally nothing. Are you guys hearing me?
Yes,
well said, Ryo.
We fisher folks have already gave up too much. So for all these millions that these guys want, we are a third world country, right? And no matter how much dollars these guys will pump within our area to literally drive the fisher folks and this country back in the stone age would be quite ridiculous. These guys, they are not thinking literally about this with humanity within our area, right? Sharks have more rights than humans. The jaguars, the crocodiles, the manatee. And if a fisherman can't provide for his family, it's like what you guys were saying, man. The thing is rough, it's only going to get worse. Right? And like, before I get in, you guys were talking about education, right? Education is very important within the 20th century. But what are about to happen to us as fisher folks? This isn't education. This is common sense. Thousands of people, kids, would literally be affected, right? We have grown up as traditional fisher folks, right? We all grew up out here. Right now I'm about 85, right? And from the time I've got them going out, guys all the way from Sartaneja are working within this area. Pretty much to learn to live with it because it's traditional. Let everyone could go back to their family, and at the end of their trip, everyone would be happy. Everyone could eat. But if these guys take in all these areas that they have plans to take in, what would happen to the fisherman? With all the millions of dollars that these guys keep on getting to abandon the fisher folks from the sea, I haven't seen anyone get anything in return. Nothing at all. Fishermen have no help at all. We have no one to stand up for fisher folks. And that has been happening way too long. Within our area, right? Within our area, we have Hyde. A few weeks ago, I have heard they come and they offer to a few of the fisher folks to go in and do small farming. Farming is way back in the Stone Age. Even though I would like to have a farm for my own personal home use, because we are reaching within that time. Where if it doesn't kill the soil, you will be punished. So I would like for the nation to hear me and understand me, man, without the fishing industry. Because by taking away all these coral heads to put within protected area, that's exactly what these guys are doing. But I also like the Prime Minister here to hear this, right? If the coral reef belongs to us as Belizeans, and these guys intend to protect somewhere, let them go and protect the coral reef. 90% of the illegal fishing that are here happening in this country have been going on through leaders that are bringing in the Guatemalans and to vote for them for a 5-year term. These are 90% of the fishing, the illegal fishing within this area are happening through these guys. Whenever you go to fishing, you would hear them say, man, we are overfished. And pretty much each year, you could see a bunch of new Guatemalan face. I have heard guys that would go out and do patrol. You would find 2 guys in one boat, different face, the same name, the same social number is on it. Corruption is all the way from the top. Even though that we are lobbying against it, then all we got to do is continue fighting, and it's something for the love of money. Definitely, these guys would sell out our rights. And first and foremost, find out before I close off, right? These guys, they are looking what Ibrahim Traore are doing for his people, Bukele for his people. Let us as Belizeans look and learn and try to adapt from these guys so that the future folks could continue living in harmony. Right? And back again, before I done, right? Millions of dollars will keep pumping in this country. As for the sake of tourism, man. Belize has already reached its point within tourism. Pretty sad to say, right? Are you guys hearing me?
Yes, we hear.
Yes, man. And listen to this, right? When it comes to protected area within our area, Belizeans haven't been benefited, right? I'm going now to Sapadilli Marine Reserve. Within these areas, these guys have literally declared an area as a recreational site. An area that you could have literally full any barge with young conch. And as soon as these areas started to use for recreational site, which have been used by the Guatemalans, you can't even find one conch in that area. No kind of sport fishing in which most of the Belizeans would use it is to go out and do sport fish. And I guess that's what the donors that have in mind that are funding the money, with all these dry, flat areas, they would literally have few years later giving out to recreational site, right? And what this is showing me, right, because from the time I got sent, I understand that the area that these guys are about to ban us as fish folk from, these are the area that was given to Guatemala. So, with the case spending or going over the ICJ, they are literally showing us that Southern Belize is for Guatemala, man. And we need a leader that would stand up for the entire country. Love this country to the bottom of their heart. And don't be no fake with it.
All right, brother.
Big up, Brian.
Man, put in.
Yes, man, definitely.
Right. I have to go on my last break. You will finish up your thoughts and we have to wrap up for today, brother.
Well, to Belize and beyond, man, I say like, watch out, we there for the long haul, and I sure that the people at Fisheries Coastal Zone, the government, they need to get this right, and they know that. So it might be late that when I talk about really find what should be consultation now, but we always willing, ready, and able to talk, but we know the talk as one person, we talk as a body. So I want to big up the community from all the way up from Sardinia to Barranco. But in my area, I said, watch out, Riversdale, Placencia, Monk River, Punta Negra, the whole crew, everybody, San Pedro. We're all in this together and make we really protect, and I repeat again, make we protect against the threat. Not just against the people who they think is easy to just walk over. Because the technical people always stand strong, and that I know for we, the people at the bottom, know it's a bottom-up approach. So as Belizean, everybody with the in this together, and food security, I must end was that people would think that they're on neutral. It's not a neutral switch, this live. You see how much cancer they happen, you see how much diabetes they happen, it link directly to see. I actually get called for people go buy fish from over at the Amoa, or Puerto Cortes, we can bring back your Belizean fish, get export back. In the name of it, I go up on the beautiful beach, then I rest the restaurant at San Pedro, even Placencia. I will not eat with one Belizean fish. If you have a passport, some man don't stamp Belizean, Honduranian back to Belize. So if we really need to save this nation, we don't need foreign investor money. Let's go invest in enforcement and stop the illegal fishing and really know that commercial fishing is sustainable when done right. And let's go have our lobster season close and conch season close and call then the close season full protection. That's the protection we need. So thanks, man.
Respect, brother.
Always.
Hey, man. We are going to have a last break. Come back and wrap up.
What made me want to start my journey in terms of owning a home was basically me having my own space, my own domain, and having something extremely special for my family. That feeling was indescribable. It was amazing, you know, moving in the first time, seeing all the new furniture, the new paint, the new accessories. I was amazed. Home for the holidays means to me bonding with my family, having an amazing time in the Christmas spirit. I would highly recommend Atlantic Bank's personal loans for home renovations because of what it did for me. I fixed my kitchen, I fixed my storage, I fixed my master bedroom, my showers, you name it, I fixed it.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
It's an massive season with massive deals and rewards at Penny's. From now through December 31st, earn double B-Bucks on store-wide purchasing every Saturday. That's right, 2 times the B-Bucks, which means 2 times the cash back when shopping at Penny's. Plus, get even more rewards with B-Bucks Builders on home goods, tiles, appliances, paints, and lights. And don't forget, there's also massive deals and discounts on tiles and the best brands in paints like Benjamin Moore and BH. Rewards, deals, B-Bucks. You can get it all this massive season only at Penny's. Quality and savings.
On August 30th, 2023, Central Bank Governor Curry Michael, originally brought into the bank's senior ranks under the UDP, placed one of his close associates as administrator of St. Francis Xavier Credit Union. What was described as an interim measure has now dragged on for over 2 years with no end in sight. So the question is simple. Why is the government allowing Mr. Michael and the central bank to use heavy-handed tactics against the credit union movement?
Need to submit your sickness benefit claim online and have a physical medical certificate? Here's how you can do it. First, go to ssbportal.org.bz and log into your My Social Security account. Next, on your dashboard, click Benefits and choose Forms. Review the requirements, then click Continue to proceed. Click Apply under Sickness Benefit to start your claim. Review and confirm your banking information. If it is not correct, select No and follow the steps to update your banking details. If your banking information is correct, select Yes. Next, if your illness is not related to an injury at work, select No and proceed to upload your medical certificate. Select your claim period and confirm your employer details. Read the declarations and click each to agree. Click Submit and you're done. A confirmation email will be sent to you. Your employer will also receive an email with your claim details and a request for your salary information. If needed, submit your sickness benefit claim online and receive real-time status updates.
Yes, I want to do farming. Fruits, vegetables, anything. You don't have to go there and buy, you have your own thing.
This never happened, but I can't any do, baby. That's what you do.
200 lots, more lots than people in the land of Ocasio. So when I pick them when I'm born yet to get land.
You could look at all of them, how happy they are. They're so, man, these people don't know how to express themselves right now.
People who have never had a land before, will live here for years, finally get something to say, okay, I have something in my name,
So when you get your piece of land, you have to hold on to your land. You have something to pass on to your picnic.
Use your land, make it useful.
Don't sell your land because it is gold. You're investing in your own selves and your children down the road. I know how to say thank again because it's a great achievement.
We got to close off for today, but the Nuri Mohammed is going to be hosting tomorrow morning, so we invite you to link in at 6:30 I return if I have the health and strength on Monday morning. Want to salute the team. Is it Larry or Tony? All right, it's Tony G downstairs. Big up yourself, Tony G International. Salute to the team upstairs, Cliff, and directing Mr. Alexi Belide. Have a great Wednesday. As always, stand strong, stand firm. You know, we're gone!
Wake up, believe. Wake up, believe. Wake up, believe. Wake up, believe. Another day is here. Wake up, believe. Wake up, believe. We gotta keep moving. Na 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 na. Wake up, believe. Wake up, believe. Everybody gotta put the time in. Wake up, believe. Wake up.